Welcome to the second part of Capital Conversations, where we are discussing the recent participant survey results. If you didn't catch the first session, feel free to pause, download the first video, and then return to this one, and you're all caught up, ready to go from there. My name's Alexia Keel. I am the relationship manager for the retirement plans at Correct Capital, and this is Mr. John Biedenstein.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day when you're watching this.
We're on number 4, the next stage. So it was a little interesting. We had this conversation, John, about how from 2021 and 2022 surveys, the most popular response to the next stages in your life were building a retirement nest egg. This year, it was preparing for retirement. So you went from building to preparing. Did you find that interesting as well?
I find that interesting, but I think it goes along with a lot of things what we do. We talk about emphasizing planning. So building your nest egg and now you're planning more. I think people are actually listening to what we're doing.
I was just going to say, does that mean they're actually paying attention to what
Maybe so.
We're educating them about? The next one, you can take that one.
Number 5 was a change where we saw more respondents are looking for an advisor's help over the next 12 months. Climbed nearly to 30%, 27% from last year and 19% from 2021. So a lot of what we do, whether it's in-person education meetings or whether it's virtual education meetings, our team always stresses to take advantage of the help that we can provide. And that might be reviewing your account to determine if you're contributing enough. That might be looking at your investments, which candidly goes into the next topic, but we're not there yet. Taking an advisor up on, looking at your account or reviewing things is really something that, again, a lot of our 401k participants, the fees are paid by the plan or the plan sponsor. So they look at it and say, you know what? Why shouldn't I take advantage of it? It's free.
Right.
So
it's included. It's an additional benefit. I have always wondered why individuals did not take advantage of that benefit. Yeah. Where else are you going to get?
Candidly, both of us have worked in the retirement plan space for a very long time, and we've had conversations with participants. So in a lot of cases, I will tell you quite often I get asked a question that I've never been asked before, but more times than not, there's questions that I have been asked before, so you can give some folks direction to say, what's your perspective in this and that. So absolutely. What's your thoughts?
I completely agree with you. I don't know how I would say it better myself, actually. Number 6 and final question in regards to comfort levels. So 24% of respondents are absolutely not comfortable choosing their own investments, while 75% of respondents answered neutral or below. As John has said, previously, we've both been in this business for a long time, and we remember when target dates weren't even an option. Everybody had to go in and choose their own investment options and diversify, and now you have a lot of different options, including target dates that are diversified investment fund of funds that does that work for you, as well as model portfolios.
The first 401k I participated in had a bond fund, had a stock fund, and it was actually a publicly traded company, and the third fund was invest in the company stock. That was all the offerings that are available. So now there's a plethora, there's too many choices available for folks, so it is confusing. So I can understand where people say, they're absolutely not, because they're confused with the information that's in front of them. But we do make it easier, I think.
A lot easier.
By number 1, the default is typically what you already mentioned.
Target date funds.
Target date funds. Folks that don't know what those are, those target date funds are tailored based on when your expected retirement. It oftentimes is calculating that at age 65, even though your Social Security might be 67 and something. But it's really targeting folks based on, when they're going to be eligible for full Social Security benefits. And then The second choice we often provide participants is modeling or models available through the plan. Those might be investment choices available, or those might be options that we can build for you, the individual. And the third option is typically you do it yourself. Now that might mean you truly do it yourself.
Yes.
That oftentimes could mean, how many times have you met with an individual and they say, I work with Joe Schmo at XYZ firm and I'd like Joe Schmo to tell me how to invest this money. What do you tell them?
Great.
And
You
share
can do
this
that.
information with Joe Schmo, and Joe can come back and make a recommendation to you. So in regards to that, but the big emphasis apart this entire program is surveys are valuable to you folks. Participants can get access to this via correctcapital.com under 401k services. You can get a copy of this participant survey emailed to you. And you can have full access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But a lot of times we're making these available to the business owners, those interested parties that are kind of helping the company run the retirement plan, because these things can help you determine, what's important and what should we be focusing on in the education side. So as you look at this as a participant, and if you have anything that might be of your interest and you want to chat with somebody, you can contact us through info@correctcap.com, and we can email and address you, or you can call us at 314-930-401k, and we'd be glad to help.
Great.
So with that,
Thank you, John.
thank you, Alexia, for sharing this time with me and going over this valued survey.
The opinions expressed in this program are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security. It is only intended to provide education about the financial industry. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. As always, please remember, investing involves risk and possible loss of principal capital. Please seek advice from a licensed professional. Correct Capital Wealth Management is a registered investment advisor. Advisory services are only offered to clients or prospective clients where Correct Capital Wealth Management and its representatives are properly licensed or exempt from licensure. No advice may be rendered by Correct Capital Wealth Management unless a client service agreement is in place.